From the side of Lafu Kabi, the redemption arc should be setting in because this is a very, very crucial match for both of the teams. Because if Eliminators actually have the upper hand and they win this out, they will be crowned as the winners of Eastern Edge Season 2. But on the other hand, if Team Lafu Kabi can actually win this, that is highly possible. I am rooting for them because this match was, the last match, there were some mistakes coming in, from both the sides, I have to say, because we did see Eliminators having a overtime extended as well into some team fights, so they were paying those prices. But there we go. The bans are all setting in. Let's dive into the draft, Asuya.
Well, yes, we can see, those standard bans incoming. Just look at that Vexana. We all know how deadly of a mage she is with her chain CC and the way she provides, all that damage, especially in the late game. Her fast lane clearing abilities. She can literally, roam the entire map pretty fast. So, yeah, a pretty good ban there. And at the same time, we did see a Ling, you know, unleashing utter devastation into the land of Dawn. And yes, so he has also been banned. At the same time, we see an edit and a Hylos ban incoming. So, what do you think, Peachy, would be the next bans here? Will there be some respect bans incoming?
I really think the respect band should be pouring in from the side of team Lafu Kabi right now because in the last match, the Roger, he was the beast, he was the hunter of the game. He did secure the MVP three times in a row. That is how a jungler, that is how Serrar Moon is so strong. On the other hand, his heroes are being kind of pulled off. We all know how Serrar Moon is the beast onto that link. He plays the link so swiftly that us casters can actually not catch him. He is that fast. With that, the respect ban coming in, and even on both the side, Zozo's Vexana is also banned as well. On the other hand, I'm looking at a Harriet ban, that is the gold laner ban. Yes, that is good ban because once the Harriet does gets farm with the items, Stallion Sight or even the core items that he needs, he will be just unstoppable. And the unlimited dash that he gets on the Zaman Force, oh my god, cherry on top. On the other hand, I am looking at a Phobius ban as well. We all know how Phobius was revamped into the recent dates and how he is actually managing to 1v5 every single of them. Maybe we will be seeing the picks coming in very soon. There are a lot of picks open. So, yeah, what are your predictions for that?
Well, if I would be there, there are a lot of picks. Like just like the last game, we did see a Roger, unleashing his fury onto that land of Dawn. So he could be the first pick here. But I see a Khalid has been prioritized instead. I mean, so many picks are open. Hayabusa is open. Chip is open. Julian is open. Zask is open. Aurora is also open. And yet they go on ahead with that Khalid pick. What do you think is the reason here, Peachy?
Also, not to forget a notable mention that how Zukshin is also being open, but I have to say how people have learned how to counter Zukshin. So that is one strong point that these players have because these players do have a lot of strong power, willpower. They do have a lot of good strategies up to their sleeves. So this is why they are in the grand finals right now. On the other hand, I'm looking at a Aurora pick coming in from the side of Team Lafu Kabi. Aurora with a Grok. Pretty strong picks. This might be the game that they might be able to pull it off because the Grok coming in with the wild charge, the Aurora with the frigid glacier, so many utilities into the team fight. This is what how the team Lafu Kabi retaliates right now. On the other hand, on the side of team Eliminators, as you mentioned, Asoya, there are a lot of heroes yet to be picked. Maybe a Hayabusa or maybe a Roger Jungle again. Okay, look at that. The Hayabusa has been picked from the side of team Eliminators.
Well, Peachy, if you ask me, I really love that Grok and Aurora pick, especially because, if I would have been there, I would prioritize that Aurora because, whenever an Aurora has been picked, I always make sure that it is, traded off with a Vexana. But Vexana had already been banned from the side of the Eliminators. So I think that Aurora could be a game changer here. But at the same time, we do see a Hayabusa pick incoming and a Eve, after the nerf nerfs she received, this is, pretty new for me. I haven't seen Eve being picked in any of the tournaments. What are your thoughts on this hero, PG?
Eve is actually popular on the MPL level. She has been picked a lot, but as you mentioned, the nerfs were already coming in. That there was a point in which there was a meta for her, but I want to see how it will be panning out for them. A Eve pick for an Aurora pick, for to counter it out, pretty strong coming in. This might be the game where Aurora has that range. Even Eve has that range, but the real world manipulation coming in, that is where it is a strong suit for the Eve, and she might be able to fend off those heroes in her in her ultimate. So we will be seeing that, because the slows coming in from her, it will be very very good. On the other hand, a lot pick, I'm looking, this will be an exp a lot from the side of team Lafu Kabi, I'm guessing. So yeah, but on the other hand, the bans are already coming in. Look at that. The assassins getting banned, as well as some fighter as well. These are the fighters that do annoy a lot of heroes into the match. Look at that. The Jawhead band, the Ruby band. These are the heroes who are the initiators for the team game. And since the team eliminators do love to play those kind of heroes, look at that Khalid. Khalid will be the one for the face, trying to go behind Aurora, trying to catch off Aurora, because that is what an EXP does also, yeah.
Well, I completely agree with you. And at the same time, that Khalid pick against that Arlot, I am pretty excited to watch these both, EXP laners duel it out. At the same time, and I think, this, Eve should be, a Valentina could be a better pick here, don't you think so, PG?
Oh, Valentina pick. Yes, I would love a Valentina pick, because how she can actually copy the ultimate of the Lord, or maybe the wild charge as well, because that will be creating a lot of opportunities for the team eliminators to go into the give that initiation that team eliminators want. On the other hand, team eliminators, they are playing that Lolita and the Hanabi combination really strong coming in. As we all know how Hanabi benefits from that shield that she has. She can actually use that shield to prevent any CC being laid upon her. So this is a strong suit, and as we all know, Lolita's passive gives up the shield. So this is where this combination is working. On the other hand, and I'm looking at Alpha as well, Alpha and a Moscow team, Lafu Kabi, they have opted for a marksman who is a split pusher, as well as he plays into the late game. So, right now I'm not looking at any early game other than the Aurora, or from the side of team Lafu Kabi right now. Yeah, even Alpha could be the one, since he hits level 4, he deals true damage and not a physical damage. So, it is a strong suit for that. But on the other hand, team Eliminators, will they be shining in the late game, or maybe in the early game as well?
Well, they do have that Hayabusa, he spikes off pretty late, especially, that Hanabi, they have a late game marksman. So I think they have a pretty strong late game. But at the same time, we cannot deny how good Lafukabi's, heroes are. Their draft, both the teams are pretty good at this point. And as I speak, ladies and gentlemen, we head on to the land of dawn. What will happen in this game? Will we see an epic comeback coming from the side of Lafukabi, or will Eliminators remain the victors? A 4-0 win streak. Don't. What do you think, PG?
Oh, I'm curious to know who is going to win this match. On the other hand, both the junglers have opted for the buff that they need the most. Looking at the Hayabusa, he is dependent onto that blue buff, so he started off with the blue buff. On the other hand, Alpha started off with the red, pretty strong. He is a fighter, he can benefit for that. But look at the support coming in. The shadows are all set in. The Letho. On the other hand, the Letho domination could be coming in already, because I can actually see Alpha trying to go in. But no, I'm sorry. But the Alpha is in the bot lane. He might be going in for an early pick off into the EXP lane.
And just look at how good that Khalid, he is poking out that R Lord, forcing him to recall to the base and get his health back. Oh my god. Like, He is a pretty underrated hero, not picked much in the tournaments, but he is such a good pick, especially with his second skill giving him that heal. At the same time, just look at this game too. How good I already see eliminators rotating so well. Don't you think so, PG?
Oh, yes, that is true. Wait a minute, look at the wall coming in. Maybe, the Hanabi is the first blood, and Crisis, he will be the first blood. Team Lafu Kabi, they have this domination right now into the early game. On the other hand, the turtle is already being taken by the Alpha without no time wasted. This will be an uncontested lord. Yes, that is an uncontested lord. While Eve tried to go in with her skills, but she was unfortunate, and she did not manage to steal it up. On the other hand, team Lafukabi, they are level 4. They might be able to go in. There we go. The wild starts coming in. It will be missed because Hayabusa is all up with the shadows. Grok in a very bad position. 3 men on him. He might be able to be, and there we go. The Oigi shadow kill sealing its deal, and it will be the Grok falling down.
Well, that is a pretty bad positioning again coming from that Aurora, and she will also be taken down as a result. I do not understand. She has already seen there are three people ganking that Grok in the top lane, and still she just, goes in between the three of them. What do you think? Could it be a misjudgment, a miscalculation, or was it some technical issues?
Oh, probably a misjudgment because she just did went in with the fragilation, did manage to squeeze one of them, but it did not. It was just not in her favors. With that in the mid lane, wait a minute, the Alpha was being used defensively. He did survive there, but how long? Look at that. Rock going in with the flicker and a wild charge. He did miss on that again. Khalid is still dead. The final slash onto him. Oh, wait a minute. He did survive that even though he was low.
And I see that Arlott in a bad position, and I think he will be taken down. But no, that real world manipulation coming from the Eve, slowing everyone down. But it's not enough because it's just the starting game, and at the same time, Lolita has been taken down. And Khalid has also been taken down, and Hanabi joins in and takes that kill onto that Alpha, and she is still dishing out that damage along with that Hayabusa. Will she get that kill on that Grok? I think she will be able to secure a double kill for herself. Oh my god. I mean, I was seeing some domination in the early game coming from the side of Lafu Kabi, but look at this. PTET is back to their aggressive bomb.
Yes, that is true. So yeah, look at that. On the other hand, this will might be another uncontested lord into the hands of Team Eliminators because look at that. Arlott is trying to zone him out, but it is just not enough. Khalil is also there. He is joining him into the team fight, but no, wait a minute. Saramut gets picked off right for the turtle, and turtle goes in the hands of Alpha. Wait a minute. Lafukabi actually secures that turtle. This will be the second turtle of the game in Sarah Moon. No way. Even though he plays his shadows, it was quite late. While in the bot lane, there is some skirmish going on, but not for long because that skill, that Khalid can actually come back to his health because of his skills. On the other hand, I'm looking at both of the teams. Hanabi right now, she is all farmed up. With that double kill, I'm pretty sure her corrosion cycle is all up, and now she just has to wait it out for her two of the items. And no way, looks like Mina will be picking up the Khalid into the bot lane. They might be able to go in for a push, Asoya.
PG, that Brian Brenton with that marksman is an absolute disaster for ET, I think, because just see how he came from top lane to the bot lane, and even though that turret was traded off, they did secure to get that turtle, and even our lot in the bot lane, and I see a small skirmish brewing in the bot lane, like they are headed towards that Moscow because they know he will be the bone of contention because he is already playing so well. Don't you think so, PG?
Oh, yes, that is true. But, meanwhile, look at that. The top lane looks like Mina will be picked off in the hands of the Hayabusa. On the other hand, the wild charge being missed again. That is a little slow wild charge coming in from Art right now because I have seen him missing quite a few wild charge. On the other hand, the hailstorms will be doing some damage onto Bed. Bed is just there trying to survive it out, and with the real world manipulation, the flow effect coming in, it is just a cherry on top. Look at that. Maybe the invasion is already set in. Lolita might be in trouble right there.
Well, she did escape, especially I did see that Alpha missing his ultimate, although that ball positioning from Brock was pretty cool, and I see real world manipulation, but our Lord just dashes back, and I think that Eve is in a pretty precarious position, but that was miscalculation on the part of our Lord, and as a result, he has been taken down, and oh god, what a beautiful, utter domination and team play again coming from the side of ET. And Lafu Kabi is again, I think, just being pushed back at this point. Don't you think so, Peachy?
Oh, that is true. Look at that. Eliminators having the domination. They are dishing out damage that Human Blast does not connect to anyone. On the other hand, it is a killing spree. I really did not expect how a Hanabi is countering that Moscow. On the other hand, the second, third, sorry, not the second, but the third turtle of the game will be going in the hands of Serar Moon. On the other hand, Crisis is all farming up. Look at that. He's taking down turrets, he's taking down those kills as well, and he is in a very safe position. And I'm loving how the Hanabi is positioning ourselves. On the other hand, in the mid lane, the skirmish is all set coming in. It's a killing spree for the Serar Moon. It was the Mina going down, and the disengage is already there.
Well, what a beautiful gameplay, what a beautiful team fight. Just look at how that Arlord was taken down right inside the turret, in between five people. And look at that Hanabi, she is farming. She is so much ahead. Just look at the damage coming from all of them. But I think that Khalid will be punished for his overextension right there. And I see that Lolita jumping in will also be punished at the same time. I think, they need to play safe because they already have this game in their hand. They need to wait it out for the Lord. And I think it will be kind of done for Lafu Kabi. PG.
Oh, highly possible. I am anticipating this kind of gameplay from Team Eliminators, but look at that overextension coming in. I really don't get it why Art went in, but the chain CC, the Alpha going in with the Alpha charge and the final slash did its damage. This is the kind of synergy that I want to see. But meanwhile, look at that. This is the fun fact, and it will be about Benedetta. Benedetta, who wields a sword named Electro, which grants them the ability to harness the shadow power. This will be a fun fact about Benedetta. Oh, and let's just dive into the game. Maybe we were seeing some damage coming in from the Khalid into the bot lane. Hanabi is all farmed up. On the other hand, there is this gold gap coming in. So yeah, look at that. Wait a minute. Look like that Mina will be taken again. It will be the Eve giving its damage. On the other hand, the mid inhibitor is in trouble. The wild charge will be used in a defensive manner just to escape it out.
Gee, one more thing which I'm witnessing here, like I really love
Uh-huh.
that combination between Eve and Hanabi. She is slowing down the entire enemy team, and this is where Hanabi comes in, using her CC, her ultimate to chain everyone up, and as a result, everyone can dish out that damage. And this is what I think is a major factor here, which is taking that Lafu Kabi down. Don't you think so?
But wait a minute, Ashika, look at that. Even without a lord, okay, the team fight has just broken off. The exchange blows is already set in. Looks like the Numinant Blast. It will be interrupted by that Alpha with the Alpha charge. But no, it will be a mega kill for the Hanabi. On the other hand, Sarah Moon gets a picked out a double kill in the hands of Hanabi. Really strong coming in right now. On the side of Team Lafu Kabi, 3 men are down while Hanabi is still alive. There's no one can. She can. Wait a minute. Look at that. The real one manipulation doing its job and the shutdown onto the Aurora. This might be the end of the fountain. This might be the end of Lafu Kabi. Wait a minute. The Rock is allowing that, but no. It looks like his teammate will be coming in a good position, and the Spear of Destruction connecting onto the Eve, but it is already a shutdown onto the hands of Lafu Kabi.
I think that Grok did lose some hope there, but he should, still keep faith. There are miracles happening every moment. So yeah, don't lose hope, Lafuka baby. You can still come back, maybe, I guess. And as I speak, the Lord has spawned. So do you think Peachy will Lafuka be able to take this Lord, steal this Lord away, or will they be, just be sitting back trying to defend that Lord?
We did see in some team fights how Serar Moon was actually caught on by that Aurora, and also those heroes from the side of Team Lafu Kabi. Okay, wait a minute. Before that, another fun fact. and this will be about Xbox this time. Uh, but I have to say, coming back to the match, this is where team eliminators they are not going in for the lot. They are just waiting it out. Even without a lot, they managed to take up two of the inhibitors, and there we go. The pickup some reset. It looks like the Aurora will be taken down. And on the other hand, it was with the Khalid, who was the EXP laner, who was the face for the team. He goes down. He did manage to get one. The assist is on to him. The minions are still pouring in. On the other hand, the Alpha is trying to take down those minions, but wait a minute. He is low again. Mina is low. It will be the Sarah Moon getting the blood off it. The real world manipulation doing its damage onto them. It will be a Moscow going down as well. A sweet wipe out, and the minions are in. So we all know what does this mean. Team Eliminators. They have done it again. A double kill. A single kill onto the Hanabi's name. Again, the minions are just there. The cannon minion will be doing it, and the fountain is down.
Welcome back, guys, and we are here with the victory screen, the result screen, and we see the Eliminators have continuously won the fourth match of the tournament, taking this victory with utter and absolute domination. The way they crushed their enemy was a sight to behold. Their ganking was immaculate. The way they were picking off at people was so beautiful to watch. Their ganking, the way they executed their skills was so beautiful. And at the same time, I did see, that our Lord missing those skills, and I was wondering if I would see some, flicker ultimate combos coming from that our Lord. I couldn't see much, and at the same time, I was really vouching for that Aurora pick right there. But since they had that Hanabi immune to that CC, that was something which weakened that Aurora right there. Although I really loved how Brandon used his marksman, securing the kills, securing the objectives, but it wasn't enough. So, what is your analysis of this game, Peachy?
Both the teams they did play it out very well, but as we all know that there will be only one winner, and it will be none other than Team Eliminators. Look at that Crisis being the MVP with a KDA of 7-1-10. He was there in every single team fight. He was there in every single kill as well. With the total score of 21 onto their side, he does holds a 17. That is more than 70% for himself. So that is how a marksman should play, and very well said that the Hanabi did carry the game. Also, with that, we are at the end of the journey. This was Eastern Edge Season 2. While Eliminators have been crowned the king, the winners of our very own tournament. Look at that. Both the teams they did show us a lot of team fights, a lot of determination as well. But congratulations to Team Eliminators. They have done it. The level of skill, the teamwork, the determination they displayed was so brilliant, so beautiful that they actually deserve this win. With that, do say few words of gratitude to our team.
Well, absolutely. All this tournament was so beautiful. The UI, the moderators so helpful. The way they carried out the entire tournament was absolutely beautiful. So I would like to thank everyone who supported us. Also, I would also like to congratulate each and every one of the team for making this tournament a success. Do not be sad if you couldn't get ahead, but I just would love if you keep coming back in other tournaments and keep supporting us. So, yeah, congratulations to everyone.
With that, I have to say I would like to thank every single person who tuned in today, and even the person who did work behind the scenes, the streamers, the casters, the organizers. Thank you so much for hosting this wonderful tournament. This was the end of Eastern Edge. till its season 2. But don't go anywhere. We will be back with another season very, very soon. So do stay tuned and make sure you guys get your team ready because we will be hosting bigger and bigger tournaments. This was the Eastern Edge Season 2 powered by Indian Gaming Corps. Signing off. This will be Peachy and Asoya or taking a leave for now.